when you working for a company, you gotta realize it's a business. Like, one thing I'm starting to learn as I've been growing in the workforce and me starting to learn more things is I'm realizing that every employee to the employer is just a business thing. Cause at a job, you're trading your time and your resources and whatever skills that you have to offer for money. Because if you're paid hourly or salary, you gotta come in and that requires some of your time. They get your time, and what do you get? You get money in return. That's the business aspect of it. Like, a lot of people say in today's society that hard work don't get you nowhere. In a company, working for a job, just do the bare minimum. Don't work hard. Don't stay after. Just do the bare minimum. Just do what you're supposed to do. Don't go above and beyond. Like people say, if you sweeping, for example, if your boss tell you, I don't know, you're in charge of sweeping the floor. Just sweep the floor. People will say, just sweep the floor and get out of there. Don't do any extra. Don't wipe don't wipe the walls. Don't do none of that. Just do a bare minimum. Just be average. There's nothing wrong with being average, but also you gotta take a step and realize, don't you want more for your life? Don't you want to grow? Don't you have aspirations? You don't just want to be average. I mean, well, you gotta realize that being average is easy because all you gotta do is be like everybody else. It's so easy to be like everybody else, but it's hard to be different. It's hard to show up to work every day, have a good attitude, because you gotta know this too. Your hard work and your attitude will take you far, especially in the workplace. So, and this leads me to my story. So I never told you guys this, but I was once working for. I still do to this day. I work at a retail company. I started out as seasonal slash part time. So I applied. I got the job. I got in as seasonal, and then one of my bosses pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, after seasonal, we're not gonna have enough hours to keep you. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to let you go." You know, and but that's not how the story ended, because, and this is all to the glory of God. This all by the grace of God that now I'm still working there, because all to glory of God. He deserves all the credit. But but my boss came back and asked me, "Hey Tyler, would you be interested in staying?" I said, "Yes, I would be." Then then my boss talked to his boss, which is which is director of the whole store, and he said, "Yeah, just keep him on, just give him more hours." They even let me come in a little more. They even let me come in earlier the very next day. But that's all to the glory of God, and that's just to show whenever you work hard, people will recognize that. When you have a good attitude, because my boss told me he didn't want to let me go, but it was a business decision that initially that they were gonna have to let me go because they didn't have enough hours to give me. But to me, the reason why I'm still there is because they seen that the work ethic that I did. I picked up other people's shifts. I came in and I did what I was supposed to do. I gave great customer service, and my attitude was good. And my boss and other bosses even highlighted that about me, that I have good attitude and I work hard and I get the job done. And that's why I'm still there to this day. Also, I want you guys to realize, like, on the job, sometimes you gotta get out your feelings a little bit, because just imagine that if I would have got upset at the boss because he said initially that we were gonna have to let you go, I probably wouldn't have been working at that company to this day. But now that, but all because that I show good attitude and I have great work ethic, and I have good emotional control. Initially, I was bummed out by it. I was sad, but I got out my feelings, and I realized that, you know, it's all a part of business. Business is business. It's nothing personal. And I want you guys to realize this too. You got to realize business, in the day, business is business. If you don't understand business is business and you take things personal, you have no reason being in business. Because with business also comes with hard decisions. Whenever you get the job offer, on the job, it does not say, we will promise to be loyal to you 100%. It does not say that. It only talks about the job offer and the things that are included in the job, which will be doing, the hourly pay and the benefits and stuff like that. It does not say that we will be loyal to you. So therefore, whenever you're on the job, you gotta have this in the back of your mind. I could be replaced at any moment. Like, it could happen to anybody. It could happen to a CEO. It could happen to a team leader. It could happen to an executive team leader. It could happen to a supervisor. It could happen to anybody. It could happen from the highest all the way down to the lowest entry level employees. So we gotta realize that on the job, business is a business, and this might make a little people upset, but it's not any loyalty, because it's just business. At the end of the day, you gotta realize that companies, they're just in it just to make money. They're not there to be your friends. On the job offer, it does not say anything about them wanting to be your friends. They're just in it just to make money. And you were chosen because they chose to, as a way for them to invest in you so that they can generate more money in return, while at the same time you're still making money and taking care and providing for yourself. But your work ethic and your attitude will take you places. Because one thing about me, I pride myself on, is my work ethic and my attitude. I don't walk into places giving a bad attitude to people, just mouthing off on people, because I know people who have done that, and I've seen that with my own two eyes. And when you have great work ethic, when you have a good attitude, people are just going to be willing to help you out even more. And as a result, that is the reason why you get more opportunities, and that's ultimately why you make so much more money. It's not always the skill, but you gotta have good work ethic. You gotta have good attitude, because people are not gonna want to put up with a bad attitude these days. People are not. Are you walking in there just bad mouthing everybody, starting drama, talking bad about everybody? People don't want to deal with that. So we gotta make sure that our attitude is right, and we got hard work ethic. Because, and a lot of people, they let their feelings be the reason why they don't get an opportunity. Like, and also, here's another part to the story. At another company that I currently work at now, to this day, already hired me on. And the company that the company that I was at for seasonal that was initially gonna let me go, that now wants me that now that I'm still working at to this day, said if you wanna would you be into ask me to stay? If you wanna stay, you can. Some people would have been like, and some people have told me this, cause I told people the story in my life as well. They said, no, we wouldn't have accepted it. But when I sat back and think about it, they didn't do me wrong as a person. It was just a business decision. And just imagine if I would have said no, I would have turned down a great opportunity. Because now I have two jobs, all by the grace of God. I have two streams of income instead of one. And as we all know, in this economy, you need to find more than one stream of income. Because you can't just rely on one stream of income, especially in this economy with so much economic volatility, stuff like that. The stock market going up and down. Inflation is skyrocketing, and wages have not been able to keep up. You got to find you a second source of income. But just imagine if I would have let my feelings, because I'm still mad because I imagine if I was still upset and I took it the wrong way. Just imagine if I would have just got upset and said, no, y'all did me wrong. If I would have approached it from the wrong way, as they attacked me personally, instead of me not realizing that it was a business decision, I would have lost the golden opportunity for me to generate more streams of income. Because I feel like in today's society, and me personally, I got to do a better job of this. We got to do a better job of controlling our emotions. We got to realize that not everything is about us, and realize that, like, end of the day, it's just a business. We're all in this business to make money, especially in this economy. And money is important, whether it's individually for an entrepreneur or for a company. It's one of the most important things, especially when it comes down to the business side of things. And that's one thing that I've learned as I've been getting started into the workforce. And one thing that as I've also been growing in the workforce, I'm learning that, yeah, there's no loyalty, but it don't say that in the job offer. It don't say we're gonna be loyal to you for 30 years. But it's a business, and business is business. So we can't take it personal when things happen on a business level. Yeah, we might be hurt by it because it affects our personal life, but we gotta realize that it's just business and we can't take it personal. Because when you don't take things personal, when you have a good attitude and when you work hard, that's when you're gonna unlock many opportunities for you. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to just keep it real. Two of the jobs that I currently have could let me go at any moment. Any job that you guys have could let you go at any moment. Whether it was a job layoff or whether the department that you work in, that company is getting cut. But you get my point. And it's just a business decision that they felt like they were just going to be moving on from that particular thing, or moving on from you, and want to invest their capital that they have and their resources into more things. At that point, there's no we could do, but all we could do is keep working hard and keep having a good attitude and just keep going. Because we can't stop. We got to continue to have a good attitude. We got to keep going. We got to just keep grinding to the top. Stay blessed.